could just do a quick recap here. I'm gonna actually just hop back into the template that I've shared just because mine has some extra information. But here we go. So we have quick links, which we haven't jumped into yet, but we'll do that next. We have to the right of that the checklist, which we just talked about, how to use that, how to use all the different views. Again, this is a database, just like the database down here. Do note this database is separate from everything else, so it's not doing anything automatically or anything behind the scenes, other than like, you know, using these functions to like give you like an idea of how many days you have remaining to complete something or whatnot. And then the calendar view, again, you can just see the same information in a different view. We'll scroll down. We talked about curriculum blocks. So curriculum blocks is basically anything that you've added here is going to jump into these sections. Now, I will show you one nifty trick. It's not really a trick, but it can save you, I guess, a couple of seconds if you really care. But I'm going to do this pretty quickly. This is more for like people who are actually interested in it. But like, let's say I go into cardio and always make sure you're in inbox, by the way. Inbox, I use that terminology on almost every single database that I have. So inbox is like where you want to be. It's where all the information is going to be added. So here you guys see that. Let me expand my page. And then again, I have that new button right here. I'm going to click on it and I can title it cardio, whatever, cardio lecture. And then you'll notice that it's not asking me for what block am I in. And that's because I've already selected the CBP block. So just kind of keep that in mind. I don't have to, so now like when I go, let me go back. I'll hit back here. And then you can see that it's already added it to the Material Hub. So in other words, you can add information to either the Material Hub, or if you know what section you're specifically in, you can go ahead and do those sections. Now, the caveat with that is if you're not comfortable with that, I would just say always do the Material Hub because it's going to be the easiest thing. You're not going to have to worry about anything. If you are doing the curriculum blocks, just keep in mind, so like if I go to GI, you can see like right now I'm clicked on the view that's called Week in Review. If you add it here, then you know, it basically might do something weird. So you'd have to navigate to inbox. So my point is you'll see that there's a lot of different sections and these views are to, again, help you see different information and whatnot. But always make sure that if you are using curriculum blocks, you are clicked on inbox and then you're using this new button to add information. Otherwise, your easiest, best bet, Material Hub, okay? I'm just gonna delete this for now. And I'll delete this too. All right. So let's actually jump in and do some clinical, the quick links. So I'll actually show you that. So let's say so I'm going to hit new. Let's create a new illness script and actually change of plans. Let me do actually we could do it with learning objectives since I already have them. So you can see that I've already added all of our learning objectives for the week. So that was just, I went on Canvas, downloaded the PDF, and just copy and pasted everything here. And so you can I'll open this page and you can see all of them listed here. Now, I do want to divert your attention to these toggles again. I think we briefly talked about it maybe earlier. But basically, this is your question, and then here you can open it and answer it. And so what's really cool about this is, you know, you can kind of test yourself on what you know and what you don't, right? But you can also use, this is like a perfect page to actually export to Anki. So if you want to use flashcards, Anki will actually automatically make them into flashcards as long as you use that website. That will be a separate video for people who are actually interested in that, or just ask me. It's actually not that difficult, but this is the format you'd want to use where you have toggles and then an answer in here. And you can have pictures in there. It can be really long. So far I haven't had any issues with making Anki cards, and it takes away that pain of typing and creating flashcards in Anki. All right, so I'm gonna close out of that, but so this is the learning objectives. You can see I've classified it everywhere. And so let's say, eventually this Material Hub is gonna have a lot of information. And just so you guys are aware, the load limit I've set is 10 pages. So what will happen is once you have more than 10 pages, let me see if I don't know why it's not doing it. maybe because they're empty. Okay, never mind. Pretty much like once you have more than 10 pages down here, it's going to say new, but it's also going to say load more. So just in case you're looking for something, you can just click the load more button. Yeah. So I'm going to scroll up here and I'm going to click on learning objectives, and that's going to automatically take me to a page. And here I see a brand new database. And so again, we're going to make sure we're always in inbox, but you can see here that all of those learning objectives that were listed over there are actually here now. I'm just going to fix something. Oh, I guess I can show you. So like, let's say like, see how you guys have some immersion like blocked. This is really dumb, but what you have to do is you unlock the page. And then once you unlock the page, you also want to unlock the data table. And then now you can kind of make edits. And while we're here, let's say again, I don't want media. So I can right click on that and I can say hide in view. And so now I don't see it. So again, the things that are really important is your week, year, and block. That is what you do. And your type. Right now, this is removing, like type is not listed because we are in the learning objective page. So you don't have to like, you don't have to see that it is learning objectives. So that's one of the hidden the hidden properties is what we call it. And so I can click here and I could see properties, and you could see like these are the ones that are hidden. But yeah, so once I'm done with that, I always lock it. I pretty much locked most of the pages for you guys so that you won't get confused, and just to make it a little bit more user friendly. But again, that is how if you need to unlock it, that is how you do it. Okay, so let's talk about the data table. So far, like with the to-do list and with the material hub, we always had that like new section to like add stuff. In this one, I don't have it. So like in any of these pages, if I go to clinical skills, there's no pages, no place for you to add new pages. Again, I did that to make it more user friendly. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna add here. And so we can see type again. We have clinical skills, learning objectives, everything that you have up here basically. But we'll go back into learning objectives. And now I want to direct your attention to like the different types of views that we have. So this is like, again, inbox, it's a table view. This is a list view, which is nice if you want to just see like, okay, like what is the topic and what is the block that we're in. This will break it down by blocks. So right now we only have one block, but eventually you'll be able to kind of like close all these. And so you want to see like the heme block or whatever, you just be able to open and view just those. You'll also be able to see it in like just the year 1 and year 2. So again, this is the same information as the inbox, but the other views are either a different style. So an example is like a list, or like maybe with the to-do list, we have the calendar, or it is filtering out information. So with like year 1 stuff, right? We're not going to have any year 2 stuff in here, and vice versa for this one. And then this one is just for blocks. It's just grouping them into different sections. Okay. Now I always recommend like just making sure you're on the inbox so you just don't confuse yourself. And you'll see like this is added because I'll go back to the Chappa template. I'm going to scroll down and I'll see that we added like this blank learning objective page. Okay. I'm just going to delete that for now. Now, I do want to point out, like, let's say you prefer to take your learning, like you like to print out your learning objectives and like or put it on your iPad and just write your answers in. Again, you can upload those. So like instead of my way where I'm, using the toggle method, you can just come in here and drag your file in, okay? Or you can just do like page. And so what's cool about this stuff though is if you hit /page, you can embed something. So, oops, go back. Oops, 1 second. Okay, so you can do, not page. So if you do page, that's actually going to add a new page as you just saw, but what you want to do is PDF is what I meant to say. And so you could click on PDF and you can embed it. And literally what that means is you're able to actually view what the content is. So let me see if I have any files I can just upload right here. I guess I'll just do this for now. Or let me see. Okay, we'll do this. Okay, I'll do the intro to vitals. So I'm going to open that. And that's going to load in. And so again, so just imagine like none of this exists. So I'm going to remove this, and then I'll just remove this for now. And so you can see that like I can actually view my files. So when I leave and then I open it back up, my files are here, so I can study from this theoretically. But yeah, let me just fix that. Again, it's up to you. For those who want to use Anki a little bit more, and again, learning objectives I've heard are pretty big, and I actually am using my learning objectives in Anki for sure for these, but this toggle method is really going to be helpful, and just a cool nifty shortcut if you want to like expand all of them or hide all of them. You're going to hit the command or control on a PC with the option key and the capital letter T. So it's 3 buttons, command, option, T. It's going to open them up, and then I click it again and it's going to hide them. Okay. So yeah, that is objectives. And then I'm actually going to switch back to my template, and I'm going to start basically for Wednesday's lecture and kind of show you how I set up there.